Hello guys, and welcome to another of my video. My name is Tony, and today I would like to talk about the guppies fried and what I do to care about them. And this video is dedicated more for of course the beginners and people that love guppies, and that's why I try to do this video, because at the beginning I was a little bit like drama, thinking what do I need to do, watching videos on YouTube, check on internet, and try to find the solution. Now that it's many years that I care about them, I can tell you what I do and how easy it can be. We don't need so many things. The nature is perfect. They knows more than us. The only thing that we have to do, I think, is to observe them without do many action, to try to modify the nature, because they knows exactly what they need to do. They are so tiny, the little guppies, when they born, but they can defend themselves. They are able to hide themselves. The only thing that you have to do is to have some plant in your tank. Some Java moss especially will help a lot, and especially if you don't keep your guppies in a community tank and you keep only the guppies alone, they will find a way to survive. And I say that because I've been observing them now for many years, and I'm talking about somebody that doesn't want to do this as a business. So just for somebody that loves the nature and he want to have a nice tank in the house without making money from them, but just caring simply about them and make sure that they survive naturally. I'm telling you this because at the beginning, for example, I used to put the female guppies in something like this to make her delivery, but this is my opinion, guys, because you are free to do whatever you think that is the best for your fish. But I think this something like this is not good at all for the female, because it's offer, for the babies as well, because it's so tiny. And it's true that the female tend to eat the babies, but I think if you put here, like you make her eat your babies, because it's too small. They don't have place where to hide, even though there is the space for them, but you put her in the condition to eat their own babies. If you provide a tank for the female with some plants and Java moss, she will judge if it's the case to hit them babies, or the babies, if they are healthy, they will hide themselves. I think it's the nature is perfect, so don't try to control the nature too much, because I used to do, because I was thinking that I was caring about them, but the result, it was the opposite. I never had so much babies like now in this tank, even though the camera is not really good so you cannot see, but I got more than 100 babies. Let's have a look if I can show you. All my fish are clever, so and cheeky, so when I want to record them they hide. But believe me guys, I got more than 100 here, and some of them, they are with the adult, like 30 of them, I left them there because I think they can live together as well. If you don't buy continuously guppies, they will get used to it. And another option that I can recommend to you is this breeding box, the large size, which now I don't use. I just putting only some Java moss here because it's too much. I don't have any babies because I got plenty of them even though I divide the females guppies from the males, they 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 keep delivering babies, because you know that they can deliver babies for a long time even though they don't have any males with them. And this is, I think, is happened because here is the temperature change, is spring, so they start to deliver it like crazy. I don't know anymore where to put it. And finally I decided to use my red cherry string tank. So at the moment pour them, but they have to live with these babies. And my tank is now in the best condition. I was so proud of this tank for the landscape, but now is a mess. As you can see, the moss is everywhere. The grass is like a forest. And the water is clean, but it's not nice. I don't like this tank at this moment. Look, the lentils is like, it's like a carpet. And think about these lentils. I have only 3 or 4 of them that they give me in the shop when I bought the first red cherry, and now it's completely covered, the tank. Look, from the top, sorry, from the bottom is like a grass, floating grass. It's completely covered. And the baby fries, the guppies, they love this. I feed them 3 times a day, small quantity of tropical flakes, which I smash them really tiny like this, and only three times a day. I supposed to feed them, I think, a little bit more, because they got the stomach which is so tiny, so they need to eat more often compared to the adult. But at the same time, you know, this is not a lake or a river, so it's just a small tank. So I put a little bit to maintain, you know, the good water quality. I got a sponge filter here, and the thing that I noticed, that they grow better and faster if they are in a big tank compared to the breeding box. Even though, as I told you before, this breeding box is really good. Don't use something like this because it's too small, or you can use only temporarily. But as I told you before, for my experience, it's better to let them do the right things. They know better than us what they have to do. They know exactly what to do with their babies. And if you put the female in something like this, for sure, if the babies is not able to go down, she will eat them. But if you provide some plants, some place where to hide, the babies will defend themselves. And the guppies, they make a lot of babies, I think, proper for this reason, because they know that their baby, they are an easy meal for other fish, and some of them, they're gonna die, they're gonna be sick. They grow really really slowly. I don't know, let's see if I can find. The biggest one is like 3 months, and this one, for example, yes, I know that he will go away. My guppies, my fish are so cheeky, they understand everything. Hold on. Anyway, if you find the one that is some of them that they are bigger, consider that they are 3 months and they are really tiny. Still, they don't grow really fast like the red cherry, for example, if you have any red cherry. So you need to be patient. Just let them do what they think that is the best. And in my in my case, as soon as they gonna show the sex, if they are female or male, I'm gonna divide them and I'm gonna put with the adult, and they can live with the adult. It's no problem at all. But as I told you before, don't buy new guppies all the time because they can hit them, or don't put them, of course, in a community tank. Like for example, if you got some neons, even though they are calm, if they see a little babies, they can eat them, even though they don't want to eat. But as soon as they see something that it moves so fast and is tiny, they gonna eat them. Here I got some galaxy raspberry, and I was worried if they would eat some of the babies, but I don't see any problem. Actually, they are really shy. They're scared. They even scared about them, I think. And the red cherry are fantastic, that you can keep with them. Maybe if some baby died and I'm not able to take it out, they will have a nice meal as well. And also I think the little red cherry, they will eat from the poo of them. But of course now I care more about the quality of water. I check the water weekly and I do 2 times a week water change. Little quantity, but to make sure that the ammonia is in a good level, because otherwise they're gonna die, because even though they are tiny, they produce waste. So it's better to maintain good quality of water. If you don't have substrate, if you got a tank like this, it's even better because you can clean easily. But I think the Java moss is really important. So with the guppies, we just need to be patient, because it takes a long time to see them growing, and as I told you before, some of them they will die, and there is nothing that you can do. Even though you care a lot, they will die. This is the nature. The nature is perfect. They know better than us what to do. Look, they got different colors. Some of them they are like gold, some of them they are gray, but they will change the color. So this is an advice also for beginners, that to know when you buy a guppies that is big with long and big tails, it's not really young. Because if you see the other video with my community tank, you can see all the guppies that I got there. I create them and they are not so big, except one, and they got almost 1 year almost, and they are not really big. So when we buy in the shop, for sure they are quite old. So just be patient with the guppies, with the fry. Don't be like drama. Don't be like check to control them or to care too much, because as you can see, I got plenty of them, and I used to keep them together with the adult. The reason that I moved them is only because I can't put all these fish in a small tank. So for the food, sometimes I also put some blood worms, because I got some galaxy raspberry which they eat like food, but I cut them with a scissor to avoid that the babies can suffocate eating like a small worm, big worms, because they are bigger than them basically. But so far I didn't have any problem. I told you, it's like now is I think it's a month that they are here, because before I used to keep it in the breeding box, but then I decided to put it here because the breeding box is too small. So, and I moved some red cherry in another tank, so This tank was basically empty. Okay guys, so this is all for today. I hope I've been useful for especially for the beginners. So just, you know, take it easy. Take it easy, don't worry. If it's the first time that you got guppies, for sure they eventually will deliver it, and you will have plenty of them and plenty of time to learn. Okay, this is all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.